Well, this is the weather report. I don't have my shades on. Well, I do now. Propane is in a short supply out here in the country. The weather here in northern Ohio has been pretty cold. Between the temperatures of 14 to -1 below. The weather, like last week, it was down to like -5, 6, 7, with wind chills of -20 something. And then it would warm back up to like 30 or 40 degrees, and then the magnetic field would move again over us again, which it's doing right now. And then we're like, I guess we're going to get cold weather for like 5 days. The snow pack is about a half an inch to about an inch and a half. Thereabouts here in northern Ohio. The lake is kind of sloshing back, mostly like slush right now. Some of it's frozen, some of it's not. It's slushing back and forth for that purpose. There has been a few UFO reports. There was a UFO on video that came up in the Port Authority, moved some pallets around of steel that was extremely heavy. I imagine this is one of those intelligent orbs that just likes to mess with whoever runs the Port Authority, or just felt like. And you know, that's Wendy Park right there too. And Wendy Park has the serpent mounds. There's 2 or 3 mounds right there on the Coast Guard station. That whole strip from like Wendy Mound all the way down towards the stadium was all Indian burial grounds. Indians, I mean, that's where they like stayed, and that's where, you know, like they had to camp out and everything. So you have a lot of paranormal activity that even the Indians would write about that they saw above, you know, over the lake. Definitely, the technology that's underneath the lake has expressed many permits to do diving in that lake. Best time is to dive when there is ice, a lot of ice on the lake itself, because then there's not as much wave activity to bring up the silt. There's quite a bit of gold on the bottom of the lake if you would be able to find a way of harnessing it and be able to collect it and filter it and take it off the bottom. It would be in the 25 foot to 30 foot to, you know, it'd probably be from like East Lake to maybe, I would say, the border of Cuyahoga County out, I'd say about a mile, maybe a mile out. In that range is a good spot, because that's pretty much where the river pretty much dumps all its sediments and everything from the Cuyahoga River to the Black River. You know, all those rivers all kind of like with the you know, you got the washing of the waves going back and forth, and then the rivers come in. You kind of have that basically just like a big area of sediment that washes around a little bit. Definitely, Lake Erie definitely has a base of some sort underneath it that is very concerning to very different aspects of the ELO and the NWO and the MIBs. All have expressed interest on the orb phenomenon that has come out of the lake. The interest to the point where, you know, they own the lakeshore. You know, these government officials, these government people, basically won't let too many people out on the lake doing diving or heat censoring. Doing a heat sensor to see if there's any, you know, craft or whatever. I mean, I know that there's what's the name of that? Neutrons or I don't know, but they have like these tanks, okay? And man, I wish I'll get back to you on that other rubber. But they're doing neutron research, like which is an atom, you know what I mean? And there's a lot of things going on that I need to just buckle down and get done. I got so many things going on. I gotta find a new place for the bunker. And then, you know, Obamacare is gonna rob me for $100 a month. You know what? I think Obama needs to get cared by Obamacare and be poor for a whole week, just like us, and pay out the butt for Obamacare, so that he gets cared by the same people as we do. And then he made a comment about weed, where he said weed is just not as bad as alcohol, and he said he admitted that he smoked weed. And now we have a weed Super Bowl. Denver and Washington, Seattle. So the whole West Coast is going to smoke up into, not this Sunday, but next Sunday, you're going to see this like volcano cloud coming from both states just rise up throughout the Colorado region. Like, everybody's going to be all like, I will tell you, Papa John Pizza, or you own a pizza company out in those two states, you're going to make some money. I'll be DJing Saturday night at Bailey's Tavern on the Green here in LaGrange, Ohio. So check it out. I'm going to be playing your country and your rock and roll tunes. I hope to be having a jam night up there shortly. The Rev Report is coming along very nicely with some different reports that I've been trying to find some odd news and stuff. So thank you for tuning in.